So there are quite a few. One that really stood out to me was the role of women, and especially including women in conversations about fragile states. Often they get left out of the conversation, and they really are the backbone of families, whether it's a lot of times being the ones sort of working in fields and in farms, so it's very important to include them. And also this idea of refugees really coming to the forefront, because you have things like climate change, you have conflict that's shifting migrant populations, and often to bordering countries which themselves are in fragile states. So it's sort of that real starting point for understanding that. And then it was also really good to hear from the two ministers, the finance ministers from Zimbabwe and Somalia, because in Zimbabwe, obviously, they have their political transition, which is also an opportunity for reforms. And then in Somalia, which of course has come out of all this conflict and has been now in arrears with the IMF for about 30 years. It was really good to take a holistic view of both what's happening at the ground level, and then sort of connect that dots with academia, and then really seeing it come into practice in countries like Somalia and Zimbabwe.